we believe infrastructure is only at the beginning of a real major asset class. There are some structural demands that are going to increase the issuance of more and more infrastructure. I've said for all along, and Bloomberg has been talking about that for a number of years, that deficits matter. It's going to be harder and harder for countries to continue to deficit finance. And at the same time, there's a giant need to rebuild and build out infrastructure, whether it is the digital infrastructure as we are all trying to become more engaged with AI and other forms. We have a decarbonization process. More and more countries are more interested than ever before in energy independence. And one of the ways in countries that do not have available hydrocarbons, they're going to be doing it through wind and solar, maybe other forms of decarbonization. We have corporations now that are using partial infrastructure sales as a mechanism to finance their future growth. And then from the demand side, what can be better for retirement investors than long duration assets with a high coupon that is inflation protected? So you think about, our clients, 65% of our clients are retirement assets. And when you think about BlackRock and the roles we play with many governments, our continuous ownership in stock and bonds of every major corporation in the world, more and more companies are coming to us. And over the last few years, we did build up a very large and really successful infrastructure team. But I've always looked with envy, with admiration, to what Bayo and his team have done. We are both refugees from First Boston. We knew each other at First Boston. We have a common culture. We laugh about what we learned at First Boston over dinners. Yep. And so with the respect, the appreciation of GIP, when you think about GIP, what are they known for? They invest in major and larger projects than we did in infrastructure, like Gatwick Airport and Sydney Airport. But they're particularly superb in the operational efficiencies of these investments. They improve the quality of service. And so if you think about what we have brought at BlackRock over the last 8 years in infrastructure, what GIP has been doing since 2006, the two organizations look like a perfect match, and then you've overlaid the cultural connection, and we always underestimate the cultural connections. In our business is a business of people. Right. And if you don't have that cultural connection, that friendship, that continuity, it makes it harder to do. So I think we have the business strategy down. I'm confident we are in the early part of this infrastructure revolution. And we wanted to have the scale. We wanted to have the expertise, the operational expertise of GIP, marrying that expertise with BlackRock's global relationships with companies and governments, marrying our existing expertise in decarbonization and infrastructure. It's a perfect partnership.